Welcome to Author Toolset Tuesday with a quote from David Starr Jordan. Wisdom is knowing what to do next. Virtue is doing it. How many times have you knew exactly what your next step was and yet you didn't take it? I can relate. I truly can relate. Hi there, my name is Christopher D'Armani. It is my pleasure, it is my passion to empower nonfiction authors just like you, so you can turn your dream of writing a book into your published reality. Because when you do that, all the other dreams for your life come true as well. You get to make the impact you know you were born to make in this world. And if that's not a reason to get this book done, I honestly don't know what is. We're going to play with a couple of interesting ideas today, being Author Toolset Tuesday. So the right thing is usually pretty obvious to us. Yes, even obtuse people like me can usually figure out what the right thing to do is. Now, doing it sometimes, that can really be the challenge, can't it? Sadly, yeah, it really can. Standing up to bullies. We must always stand up to bullies, wherever we find them in our life. That's just a given. Now, is that scary? Of course it is, because usually they're big, mean-looking ogres that think they have the moral or the whatever authority to bludgeon you into submission. They don't, but they always think they do. And so it requires us to be courageous, to stand up to their nonsense and put them back in their place, put them back in the little box where they belong, instead of out here terrorizing the rest of us. But so how come so many people don't stand up to bullies? Is it because they don't want to? Or is it simply because they allow their fear to get in the way? I think it's the latter. I think people always want to do the right thing. They always want to stand up to the bully. But fear is a powerful thing. But unfortunately, the fear also freezes us in place like a statue. That doesn't serve anybody. Now, putting this into the realm of the writing life. In our writing life, we must always courageously stand up to the most heinous of bullies imaginable, our Infernal Editor. You know the one. This is that jerk that screams all those horrible things in your head. You don't know how to write. You suck. Why do you even bother? You need to ignore that asshat. You really do. This jerk, he or she, loves to tell you what a terrible writer you are. Why don't you just quit already and stop this nonsense? Instead of doing the thing you know you were born for. They'll say things to you like, why don't you just quit now and save the world from the embarrassment that you call writing? Of course, they don't have a clue what they're talking about. That's the part that we forget. This bully doesn't have a clue what he's talking about. So we need to stand up to him. And from my experience working with many other authors, this jerk, male and female, tends to be universal among us, which is really unfortunate. I don't know whether that's some quirk of humanity, whether it's a mystery of the human condition, whether it's the Muse just making sure that we're committed to the path forward, that we want to write the book that we know is going to save one person's life. Am I really serious? I think that's what the Infernal Editor is really all about at certain stages of the writing process. And at those stages, he must absolutely be ignored. And one really great verse that I lean on for this, James 1:22, tells us we must courageously put our knowledge into action. Courage over fear, action over standing still and being coward and afraid. Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says. It's so simple put that way, isn't it? Do the right thing that's put in front of you to do. Always. I'd like to make it more complicated. It's just really not. You know, knowing that next step on our journey down publication highway is usually simple, and we know what it is, and that's fantastic. But if I don't take that next step, if I don't take that next action that is required to help me get my book written and published and out into the world, then my book is stranded on some aisle, and my dreams of helping someone else are stranded there along with it. And as you can see, there's really not a lot there. There's no drinking water that I can tell. There's certainly nothing to eat beyond munching on some leaves. And not a lot of shade there either. Not really a great place, even though we want to live there so often, don't we? Why? There's nothing there worth fighting for. Nothing. So just say yes and take the next step on your journey, your author journey down publication highway. Just say yes, take that next step, whatever it happens to be. Your published book is inevitable if you do that. It's literally that simple. Say yes, do the next thing in front of you to do. Your published book is inevitable. And if you don't know what that next thing that you need to do is, well, connect with me. I would love to walk you through a simple exercise that will get you crystal clear on your why. And once you're clear on your why, everything else falls into place. It has to. It simply has to. And this is a really great process. It takes about a half hour or so. Sometimes a little longer, sometimes a little less. Depends on you, me, how we connect. authorcoach.click/dreams. Schedule a session, schedule an appointment. I keep saying session sometimes, and I really hate that. Because I am not a head shrink. I'm just a guy who's been down this road 50 times successfully. So I know how to get down the road. I know how to make this journey. And I want to share a couple of simple tools with you that will help you get down that road as well. All right? authorcoach.click/dreams. That's it. So with that, have a fantastic rest of your day. I will talk to you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye for now.